problem, we're looking at the expression a plus 2b minus c. So for this given expression, what is the answer if a is equal to 12, b is equal to 18, and c is equal to 7? So once again, this is our expression. That's called an expression. This is our first value, a equal to 12, b is equal to 18, and c is equal to 7. So what we do, remember that these values here, these are placeholders. They're placeholders for some unknown quantity. And once we know the quantity, in this case a would be 12, the quantity of b would be 18, and the quantity of c would be 7, we can simply do what's called substitution. So we're going to do our substitution phase right here. I'm going to label that. So this is our substitution. All right, so let's go ahead and substitute our values. So once again, let's rewrite the expression. And I would recommend that you follow along right here, okay? So go ahead and copy as I go. So a plus 2b, and this means 2 times b. If we're dealing with a letter, if we're dealing with a letter name where the quantity is unknown, we don't have to show the symbol of multiplication, right? So we know that 2b is equal to 2 times b. 2 times b, okay? So therefore we don't have to show the multiplication sign. It's called implied. This would be called implied multiplication. It's implied multiplication. Okay? Implied multiplication. So we substitute. We start first with our expression a plus 2b minus c. So let's go ahead and substitute, and we'll show that by using parentheses. So we go ahead and open up a parenthesis for a, and we drop the value, the quantity for a in its place. We substitute. And we do the same thing here. We plus, now here we have 2. Now here's the interesting thing, okay? Parenthesis means the same thing as multiplication, okay? Do the same thing. We have a plus 2, and then we take b, would be 18, and we drop it in the parenthesis, and then we have minus, and we open parenthesis for 7, for c, which is 7. So we've substituted. Now we're going to simplify. We are going to simplify. 12 is left by itself. We can't do anything there, but we can go ahead and do our multiplication. We have to follow a rule here called PEMDAS, and PEMDAS, PEMDAS. And what is this? This means that we have to simplify our parentheses first. Then we go to exponents. And these are the order in which we solve things. So then we have exponents. We have multiplication. Then we have division. Then we have addition. And finally, we have subtraction. This is the order that we want to perform our mathematical or arithmetic operations in. We solve our parentheses. We solve in this order. We solve in this order. Solve in this order. So step number 1, we make sure that all of our parentheses are taken care of. Then we make sure that we have taken care of our exponents. Then we multiply. Then we divide. Then we add. And finally, we subtract. That's the order in which we perform our arithmetic operations. So in this instance, notice we don't add because we have multiplication first. We have to multiply our value first before we add. right? Because multiplication comes before addition. Let's go ahead and do that here. We know that 2 times 18 is going to be 36. And notice we can't do any subtraction yet because we're not at that phase, right? We did our multiplication. We've cleared out all the parentheses. And so now the next step is there's no more multiplication, which means we now add. So 12 plus 36 is going to be 48. So we have 48, and then we take this away, we find the difference, and the answer here is going to be 41. In answer to the question, for the given expression a plus 2b minus c, what is the answer if a is equal to 12, b is equal to 18, and c is equal to 7? First we substitute, we put the values in their place, and then we simplified. 41 is the answer.